Alright, we have quite the successful harvest from the Phoenix, and as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that we can make. Let's go over this real quick, and then we'll get into the year proper. Fresh acanthus, we're going to... I was going to turn this into dried acanthus, but I actually changed my mind. I'm not gonna do that. Just in case we don't get any more. If we get more, that's fine. Probably will get more. Alright. See, the thing is, Hands of Heat is coming up, so I kind of want to use it, but if I get more, we're going to just lose it anyway. I'll leave it there. I changed my mind. There's a reason. It's because cooking is a goal to do. Sunring Bow, we can actually make it. We got a Phoenix Whisker. We have a bladder. We have 6 bones. I figured, why not? Just because we need to use the resources. I've already used the resources. I have everything allocated how I want. This was spare, extra stuff, so I was like, alright, we're making that. I may as well use the other hollow wing bones and the broken lantern to make a hollow point arrow. Why not give this bow its proper due? We're also going to use 2 pustules, a golden whisker, and 6 hide to make sun vestments. So we're just going to go all in with the sun specific stuff. And this stuff is going to go here, and here, and here. So we're going to be bringing an archer dude with us. Cool. Making a bone pickaxe, a leather, and a lion claw. So we get another bone pickaxe. And then finally, we can make the Phoenix helm. There's a hollow wing bones, a small feathers, and a bone. So Phoenix helm, get Phoenix greaves, small feathers, an iron, a leather, and an organ. Now we're still missing the gauntlets of the Phoenix, I believe. I mean, yeah, we have the body armor. I can't make the gauntlets yet. We have everything except for an iron. We have a small feather. We have a leather. We need an iron, and then we have a bone. So we just need to get some iron, and we're totally gonna do that. Now, we're going to go fight a level 3 Screaming Antelope. I figure I may as well try it out. I may as well attempt to get the legendary horns so I can get the Apostle's Crown. So we're gonna send out a fresh new party because we can't have our crazy, insane individuals joining us for this. So we're bringing Vertigo to tackle level 3 Antelope. Vertigo is going to be trying out the Sunring Bow with the perfect hit modifier and the range of perfect hits extended by 1 when having tokens, strength tokens. Fantastic. So they will gain, I forget, 3 departing survival, 2 for the rawhide stuff, and that'll do it. An additional armor for the round leather shield. So basically, they're actually going to be more offensive. And if I need them to scry, this should be here, so they can scry. Right. Okay, so that is Vertigo. We have Mori Motonari. He'll be gaining 3 for departing, among other stuff. Are you at 11? No. We should all be at 11, right? Yes. So we have him. I mean her. We have him. He'll get 2 insanity for the leather mask. He'll carry a bone pickaxe. He will. Oh, right. I didn't divvy out the tokens. We have 2 evasion. No, 1. 1 evasion for Mr. Archer Man. Just for the body armor. That's all. Okay. This guy is also only having 1 evasion. I'm trying some weird stuff out here. This is not the normal builds, and this is because I have 2 people with the pickaxe and stuff. We're trying to harvest resources because we really want to get iron and cooking now before I go through a training gauntlet with my hopefully team that will slaughter nemesis. So, not a lot of time left to do stuff. Anyway, so this guy actually has no benefit. It's just Rainbow Katana Blood Sheath. He's mostly going to be the tank, the Scrap Shield. Yeah, it doesn't even get the bonus movement at the end. He does have Deadly on the Katana, though. We have a red, a blue, and a green. So we do get Deadly on the Katana. That's about it for him. We're taking Gigan, which I fixed his name. There's no H. I forget what the hell. I think I called him Gidan. I was like mixing 2 names together. It's Gigan I was thinking of. So Gigan is joining us, and she's just utilizing the same build here. She gets 2 evasion for the monster grease. And then a luck token for the lucky charm. She has the round shield, which will boost everything to 6s and 5s with the screaming armor. Get 1 insanity. Get 3 survival for departing, and anything else? I look forward to prism macing this antelope. Right, there's not much else going on here. So Gigan's just taking over the club set for the time being. And then Zion is the most veteran individual joining us. He's gonna be mostly support. So he gets 2 evasion, rawhide monster grease. He will get 3 departing survival, 2 for the rawhide items. And I think that's it. He's got a bone sickle and another bone pickaxe on hand. And we're just gonna try to get him fist and tooth. I don't think I really have time to do that anymore. But we'll see. We'll see. I might try and get a punch in there at the end. It's a level 3 antelope. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but it's still an antelope. There's a lot of safe cards like Chow Down in the deck and stuff. So that's the party that's going out. I think that's about everything to cover. We have a lot of excess resources here. A lot of it's gonna disappear. I just have to accept that fact because we're doing Hands of Heat, and I'm gonna try. I have a plan. This is gonna be a slow fight because unlike the Phoenix, who I bum rushed with the Power of Sun campaign overcharge, we want the antelope to get his horns card in play. So we're gonna try to take our time and let him do that by being what's the word I'm looking for here? Being pretty thorough. Now, something I was thinking of right now, and I might... Nah, I won't do it. we'll just... We should be okay. So before I get started, I've been forgetting these all the time, but we shall put Mineral Gathering right off the bat, and then Herb Gathering after the Overwhelming Darkness. So, without further ado, let's gather some minerals. I'll just get that chart up here real quick. We actually make 2 rolls this time. So it's 1 for Zion and 1 roll for somebody else. Who's got it? Mori has got it. Alright, we have a 7 and a 4. So the 4, we gain a Broken Lantern resource, and then everyone takes 2 event damage to a random location. 7, we get an iron, and it breaks. So, this one broke, which is fine, because hey, we still have another one. We get ourselves an iron. For you? Oh, wait. He has stuff, doesn't he? Yeah, okay. I forgot to take out his cards. The other 3 are fresh. This guy's got cards, though. I was wondering why they were all so empty. I was thinking of not bringing him. I think that's what it was. Let me set this shit up. He has a dismembered arm, so he can't use this because it's two-handed. That's fine. His weak spot is covered because, you know, he's got armor everywhere. But he's gonna Fist and Tooth anyway. I guess for safety, I just won't bring this. That makes the most sense. Is there anything else I could bring? I forgot to do this editing. You can have the cat eye circlet. And the bandages, just in case. Yeah, sure. The only way he's gonna wound is if he crits with the deadly Fist and Tooth anyway. Anything else you'd rather have? It's two-handed. That's one-handed. Nah, he'll be full support. So that's fine. That's covered. I have to remember Monster Panic. And yeah, he had a dismembered arm. Okay, anyway. Broken Lantern. For you. And I guess I'll double check. No one has anything, right? So I might have forgotten something. I'm prone to doing that. Alright, everyone is fresh. Fresh new kids. Okay, 1 at a time. Vertigo, we'll go left to right. So Vertigo, 2 damage to your body. Mori, Motonari, 2 damage to your body. Alright. Next up is Gigan. Can I stop throwing this so hard? Can we get a different result in body as well? Nope, body. And lastly, Zion. In the body. Almost in the body. He got hit in the head. Probably not good that he's hit in the head, but he shouldn't be getting attacked anyway. Alright, so that was mineral gathering. Let's start doing a proper hunt. Stampede. Probably gonna be suffering brain trauma, every single person. I don't want to roll an 8 to 10, honestly, but if I can avoid hitting starvation, I'd rather do it. So let's get a courage and just bank on. I don't mind everyone taking brain damage. This party will be fine. We have accepted the darkness, so they can't die from it, except for maybe him. But let's. Who is this? This is Mori. Let's stand up to the stampede. I'll keep the 6. It's on that borderline. box. We'll keep the 6. So, in the chaos, we glimpse the monster that spooked the screaming antelope. All of us suffer 2 brain event damage and wipe what they saw from memory. You know, this story event's a little strange to me because we hear Stampede, right? So the monster is nearby enough that we can see the thing that's scaring it. And yet we don't get the chance to. I mean, the 8 to 10 triggers the hunt, so it's like, oh, you cornered one. And the rest of them just ran by, but these hunts take place theoretically over like an entire passage of time, like even months, to hunt down your target. From the story, that's how they work. But if we just saw this stampede, you'd think this guy would be like over here. Like, oh, he's not so far away. I don't know why I'm bringing up this point now. It's just a little inconsistency. You know, one of those things you think about. Alright, Gigan, what do you roll for us? 60. Random event number 60. What are we doing? Wildfire? Oh, glorious wildfire. Okay, beyond the wildfire, we archive any hunt event cards in the next 2 spaces. The next 2 spaces are especially chaotic, and we roll twice on the board before moving forward. So the next 2 spaces is this card. I'll just turn it sideways, leave it face down, and this card, I guess I'll flip them face up so I know they're done. We avoided skittish, not a big deal. Okay, first event. We have Zion as our revealer. First event is a 55. That's a bad event. That is a bad event. 55 mudslide. A flash mudslide sweeps the survivors away. Each survivor must roll on the table. Alright, maybe this one's not as bad. It's bad early game because I think this destroys frail weapons or frail gear. Alright, 8, 4, 9, 8. Well, we got some high rolls here. So the 4 is Gigan, and Gigan manages to scramble 3, takes a serious beating, suffer 2 event damage to your body, archive all fragile gear. 2 event damage for Gigan to the body. Did it specify the body, or? Yeah, it did. As for fragile gear, we do not have. I have a question though. Let's say Mr. Katana Man. Oh, this is frail, not fragile. Because this says it removes it, so I was wondering if this was fragile, if it would have been destroyed. We don't have fragile gear. The fragile gear is the charm, but hopefully we only use that charm against the Nemesis fights, which don't have hunt phases to bullshit taking away our items. So 8s and 9s. You reach higher ground. You're caked in mud, but otherwise unscathed. Poor Gigan got swept away. Everyone else is like, what are you doing, you scrub? It's just a mudslide. Come on, man. Second event for the first wildfire space. Have a 24. Feed from the mouths of others. Alright. Event revealer gets to investigate. Gets a courage. Another courage. What do you see, Vertigo? What do you figure? You figure a 4. Just a trick of the lantern light. There's nothing there. I think we got that same result before already. That's disappointing. But whatever, won't complain. Second wildfire area. I forgot to turn this over. So first event is a 50. Smack dab in the middle of events we have Gibbet. Crude iron cage swings from the branches of a massive tree. As the survivors approach, a man calls out to them from the cage, pleading to be freed. Survivors may pass him by and suffer 1 brain event damage as the prisoner weeps and pleads. If the survivors choose to free him, the event revealer rolls on the table. Oh, worst case scenario, we suffer brain damage. Best case scenario, I think you get a population for this, which would be pretty cool. So who is this? This should be Mori, right? Not Vertigo. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're back to Vertigo. This is Vertigo. Oh wait, no, it was Mineral Gathering. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. Yeah, we're up to Mori. Mori's doing this. Mori! Someone new to join your armies, maybe? Yeah, we rolled an 8. 8+. The prisoner is grateful and follows the survivors home after the showdown. Settlement gains +1 population. Well, what a pleasant surprise. Now, this isn't a newborn, so you don't get a new life string for him, I'm fairly certain. But he still benefits from this stuff, survival of the fittest. It says current and newborn. I don't know if he would benefit from survival of the fittest. He's not newborn, he's not current. Maybe he wouldn't. Huh. I don't know what the specifics are on that. Is this guy like just a normal dude? I would think he's not newborn. He's just obtained on the hunt. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. Why don't we look it up right now? And then I'll resume the hunt. I'll just do a quick search here. Kingdom Death Monster. Gaining survivors during the hunt. Hopefully that vague enough question will have an answer to it. How about we look at the KDM fact itself? It's loading. It's loading. Alright, while it's loading, we'll worry about new person later. I'll just leave his thing over there. So that was the first event, second event for the last wildfire event. We have a 59. Okay. Signs of battle. Survivors come upon the remains of a terrible battle between their quarry and some unknown foe. The event revealer may choose to investigate. If they do, gain 1 courage roll on the table. Otherwise, roll again on the hunt board. Alright, what's the worst thing? We get ambushed. Probably get a basic resource. That's kind of stupid. So a 3 to 10, we get a basic resource. Why would they make that happen twice? For cannibalized, that seems weird. But I could get ambushed here. I think we have some people with their survival of the fittest rerolls, so I may as well just get a basic resource, right? As long as it's not a 1 or a 2, it's a 5. We're cannibals. We get a basic resource out of this. I'll read the passage, I guess. The remains are human, filled with sadness and anger. Each survivor suffers 1 brain event damage. If the survivors chose graves, we bury the dead and gain 1 survival each. If we chose cannibalize, it doesn't say that we eat it. I don't know why we would take a brain event damage if we're just gonna eat the body. That doesn't make sense to me. Because if we're cannibals and we see a dead human carcass, wouldn't we just be like, oh, free meal? you know, it shouldn't be as shocking of a concept to come upon. Guess there's still some humanity in these peeps. Alright. Next event, it's a random event. Before I do the random event, the page did load, so I'm gonna go to the hunt section and oh cool. Well, I answered a question. I just answered a different question I had thanks to this fact. So real quick, the question says hunt event number 1 instructs people to gain 4 broken lanterns. There are only 2 broken lanterns in the basic resource deck. What gives? And then it says, yep, this one's a typo. For this event only, replace gain with add to settlement storage. I have to keep that in mind. So if you ever roll a 1, ladies and gentlemen, you get 4 broken lanterns, not just the 2 that are in the deck. Otherwise, this of the hunt section of the FAQ doesn't have the question I had. So I'm looking at the settlement location. Let me do a search. New survivor. Oh right, when you do a search on this page, it does detect the word you're looking for, but because everything's hidden in the fucking drop down box, you don't know where it's getting picked up. Alright, let me just... No. 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 No, 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 no. Why isn't there anything that specifies newborn as opposed to someone who just joins your crew? I'm sorry for the delay. This is probably very boring to stare at. I get to these points where I want to know something, and then I really want to know something. Alright, I'll look it up on my own time. For the sake of argument, though, I'm going to leave his stats there. Because if I don't give him those stats, I just wouldn't use the individual. They would be essentially useless compared to everybody else who has those basic benefits. 29. Random hunt event. We have Dark Blacksmith. Survivors cross paths with a tall, unnaturally thin man in a hooded robe. Where his feet strike the ground, sparks illuminate his path. Each survivor with 3+ courage may give him 1 piece of gear and roll on the table. Nah. Well, he does. Do I want a steel shield or sword? We were robbed out of the other 2. I'm not gonna be using it. I'm not giving him anything. Goodbye, humble blacksmith man. Or beast, or whatever the fuck you are. Let's do Overwhelming Darkness. So far, this is a pretty unengaging hunt, gotta say. Alright, what do we have here? 6, 9, 2, and a 1. Uh-oh, danger, danger. The 1 for Brave, I believe, is spend all your survival. Or die. You must die. That's fine. He'll just spend all his survival. Okay, and then we have 2, which is a -1 speed token. And that goes to Mori. We have a 6 and a 9. Those are all different. -1 accuracy for Vertigo. Accuracy. And -1 evasion for Gigan. Okay. Thanks for your overwhelming darkness. On the bright side, we get Herb Gathering special event, and everyone will gain 1 survival. I have to make absolutely sure that Zion is nowhere near this antelope when we fight it. Okay, so I really do want to roll 45 to 74, all because I want a vermin. I want as many vermins as I can, because out of the 8, there's only 1 I'm looking for. So we need to get 45. We have a 10. We're past Overwhelming Darkness, so we get the +10. I'm gonna roll 3 dice. First roll. Hopefully I don't get unlucky. We get 2 1s, so the first roll was worth shit. I'm gonna try and make it up with the second roll, and then if I don't, probably screwed. So 5, a 7, 2 5s, 2 7s. It's amazing how you roll doubles. I'm gonna try one more time with 4 dice. Alright, 8, 3. It never ceases to amaze me. So we're not getting the vermin resource. I'm just gonna roll 4 dice again for the last roll. 8, 7, 7. That's astounding. There are 10 numbers on these dice, and I just doubled. Every single roll had doubles. There are 10 different digits. Oh well, we get a 10. The survivors don't find anything. Roll a random hunt event on the hunt event table. Maybe I should have just stuck with 3, even though I had a bad roll on the first one, but 31. What can you do? I wanted the vermin. We're going to get 3 vermins if I kill the antelope. So I think I can kill it. Strange path. We stop at a head of a path. The event revealer, who is, I think, Mori, because she did the herb gathering. So Mori. The event revealer decides if we follow the path. If we're insane, we have to. We don't have any understanding to add, and someone else is just gonna lose survival, so we'll neglect the path and roll again on the random hunt event determination table. Re-rolling the 10s dice as it went out of bounds. We have a 15 instead. I wonder if you could keep rolling events that ask you to do something or re-roll another hunt event. You just get stuck in a vicious cycle. Gigan's foot is stuck in a trap. Gigan's probably gonna suffer a severed foot. Let's find out. Okay, 4 was the destiny for Gigan. Can't argue with destiny. Mango leg. Armor is reduced to 0, and they take 1 damage to the foot. So my tank has been thoroughly gimped. There's still a chance for us to heal that stuff with, say, this Screaming Antelope event right here. Nope, Carpeted Ticks. This is Zion. So the ground is covered with a carpet of huge writhing ticks. Each survivor must try to fend off the swarm. Roll 1d10, add your hunt experience to the result. Oh boy. Okay, well. We're probably losing some survival here. The only person who doesn't have to worry is Zion. Statistically speaking, Zion will get a 6 or higher. Alright, 6, 9, 4, 3. Okay, so 6 or higher don't have to worry. Zion has 400 experience. He has an 8. So the only person who didn't smash ticks is poor Gigan, probably because their foot is hurting them at the moment. So the ticks are making Gigan sick. Get a 5. Alright, no permanent strength lost. Lost their survival though. You know, I don't really have survival for this engagement now, which does make it awkward. We're just gonna have to be smart about manipulating the antelope. I've been in this scenario before. I don't know why the antelope always just... Whenever I hunt this fucker, there's always so many bad events that occur. If we lose our armor, go in naked, come out victorious anyway. 25. Back to Vertigo. Oh no, Titans in the dark. You all suffer 1 brain event damage. Determine a straggler. I don't think anyone has noisy gear. And everyone's already lightly injured on the brain, so brain damage in the hunt doesn't even matter anymore. Let's see if somebody gets eaten this time. Nibbled a little bit. Oh, we got a 1. And we have a blank. Have to re-roll this, because if it's a 1, then we have 2 stragglers. Wow, I just cracked it 2 times in a row. Can I just say that's a 10 or a 6? No. Play by my rules. For all things. Alright, 1 straggler. Gigan is having a very bad day, guys. Alright, Gigan. You don't have any noisy gear on you. Just don't roll a 1 again and you'll be alright. 7. You make yourself extra flat against the ground and avoid anything terrible. Okay. We've rolled that event so many times in this playthrough, I feel like. At least twice or 3 times now. Teething. Survivors find a trail of large rotting teeth littering the ground. Each survivor may scavenge. Well, we're already super hurt. May as well just have everyone try and get an antelope tooth. Why not? Okay. Where's the other? Never mind, it's over there. 5982. Also, where's my damn... I think the antelope is still bugged, because I just realized the antelope deck is not out. I'll pull it out later. 7 to 10, you get a large flat tooth. 2 to 6, you find nothing of use. So we got 2 large flat tooths. No one hurt themselves. I will remember to pull out 2 teeth, and the teeth give you an insanity when you draw them, so I'm just gonna give both insanity to Vertigo, because you know what, they don't need it. They have a bow. We'll just give it to Mori. Yeah, we'll give it to Mori. Mori's still good. It's a tank. Our screaming antelope prison mace user is getting fucked up. So we have just done one of the rarest things to do against the screaming antelope. A level 3 screaming antelope. We did not hit any events. I mean, we could have hit this one, but The likelihood of the antelope to starve you is super high because there's that one event that chases him 3 spaces back. And we actually didn't hit it. That's amazing. So we encounter the antelope. Let's see if that deck appears. Hope you guys are ready for a messy fight. The resource deck did not spawn. Is it like not in here or something? No, it's in here. Oh well, I don't know. We'll just copy it. Put the copy where it's supposed to be. Get this here. We get 2 large flat teeth. There are exactly 2 in the deck. I like how it's all organized. Mostly. There's a pelt at the end for some reason. But anyway. I forget who found this, so I'm just gonna give it to these 2. Okay. Level 3 antelope is a survivor corpse. And of course, we cannot forget, there's a bug patch. Now, level 3 antelope, the only rule change for this guy is if you kill one, you get. Whoops, I just opened like some Steam thing you guys probably see. Okay, anyway, you kill level 3, you get 2 vermin in addition to all the other cool stuff you get. So we have 3 chances to get a nightmare tick. 2, 3, 4. And if you forget, a nightmare tick is needed for the cooking recipe that gives you +1 evasion. We also need this antelope to give us a steak and a shank bone. I don't really care about harvesting basic resources, so I'm just going to put the skull, or this corpse of a survivor, all the way over there. The more resources I get, the more we lose for this event. So I really just want particular ones this year. This year is pretty much going to be a bust. I got the iron that I want, so we can make a the final Phoenix armor finally, and then I'll stop using one of the rawhide armors. And I'm just gonna do a classic Harpoo antelope setup here. Classic. The old 1, 2. Well, everything on the left. I don't know why I lean to the left side. I just do. This side works equally as well. Pillar has to be away from the monster, so I'm just gonna leave it in the corner. Don't care about it. Actually, if I need to hide someone from targeting, maybe I'll leave it like here ish. Yeah, if someone needs to go by the pillar to get away, we'll do that. Alright, let's set up our beast. Level 3, 12 basic cards, 8 advanced cards. It has 2 of the 3 legendary cards, and we're hoping legendary horns is in there. It only has 12 toughness, unless it draws legendary horns. 2 speed, 2 damage, +1 evasion. No additional luck for this guy. Trample, diabolical, and hyper metabolism. Whenever the monster consumes terrain or gear, he gains a +1 speed token. So hopefully he does not eat with chow down yet. That shuffled. That shuffled. Let's get everyone out. So here's the plan. Archer Girl's gonna be targeting the antelope mostly. Everyone else is going to be bum rushing for resources as usual, and this guy's gonna carefully scry the attack deck every turn before I attack, not after. At least until we cycle through the deck once, and this is because I'm trying to get the horns. And if they're on the top, then I need to let the antelope do that attack. And we can have her do, I don't know, something else. Without further ado, the antelope is first. So let me just reset all of these. Let me just remember what this stuff is. And everyone else is a newborn baby, basically. Let's go. Screaming Antelope, level 3. Rundown. So full move in the direction he is facing. He will hit the wall. And then pick target. There's no one knocked down. Closest survivor is not in range of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope. So no target. He will graze, which sucks for me. So he's gonna graze to the closest to Canthus plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so he's here. He's going to eat. Going to eat, which means he does get a speed token. It's not the end of the world. Alright. So he's going to eat. He gains a speed for hypermetabolism. He'll diabolical. He is in the row, so he's going to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? And now he's in my face. Alright. First thing we're going to do, 1, 2... We'll move him after. I need to see the AI's cards. We're going to scry. Zion's going first. We have Bite as the closest survivor. Crush and Devour is the closest threat. Crush and Devour absolutely has got to get milled. So we're going to try and do 2 damage to him on this round. Once I get rid of Crush and Devour, that makes him a lot safer. So Crush and Devour is on top. And this is Zion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, I can't scry the AI deck with that, or the hit location deck, so we're just going to try and wound with the... Let's use the hollow point arrow. We'll use the hollow point arrow. So I have no accuracy. Why do I have -1 accuracy? What happened to this girl? Oh, right, at the start of the showdown, Song of the Brave. Let me remove the negative attribute modifiers. Easily forgotten ability. Let's make use of it. Okay, yeah, we should be fresh. So I get 1 chance to hit. We'll shoot the arrow. I'll just flip it upside down so I know I used it. Although I'm going to need to look at it again. Need a 6 or higher. I rolled 1, so I missed with my arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll come over here. No big deal. Mr. or Mrs. Gigan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it. We're getting in the rear. Getting behind them. Prism Mace shenanigans. You actually have a +1 speed? Oh, yeah, you had additional stuff. Alright, Prism Mace. We have 4 dice, hits on 5s for Gigan. And let me, he went, Vertigo went, you're going now. So I just need to cause 1 wound. I'll be very happy if I do. Otherwise, Crush and Devour is a major issue here. Alright, we get a perfect hit, and a 2, a 3, and a 2. So literally, whoever RNG god is that hangs out with me is taking what I needed quite literally. We have the Vestas back. I wound on a 2, but I think I crit on something like a crazy low number. Not a 4. We do wound, as we are a mighty 10 strength weapon. With 3 strength from just being a sun kid. Oh, they're a child of the sun. Are they? Oh, right. I forgot. I made a natural. I don't even remember that occurring. Is Gigan a child of the sun? I don't recall. We caused the wound. So I will block one for free. There's no strength tokens on me, so I will not. Well, there's no moods in play. I don't have to worry about that. But for critting, we have one luck. Oh, we only have one luck. We don't have one natural. So we crit on 9s. 7 on this location, but we cause a wound. That's all we needed. So with that, it's going to go after the closest threat to bite. And our tank is our tank for a reason. So 1, 2, 3, we're going to block. It's going to be a long fight. Yeah, we'll do a block. And chill. Yep, do a block and chill. Alright, Screaming Antelope's turn. So bite. Closest in the field of view will be Mori. This is 4 dice that hits on. I only have 1 fucking evasion. Maybe I should have thought about that. Hits on 3s. It does bleed 1 after damage. 4 dice that hits on 3s. I need to see like a 1-2 here, if possible. We have an 8. We have a 1. He missed once. 4 and a 3. Okay, so 3 hits. I don't have any survival to dodge, so I'm not going to be able to do this for too long. Or does Mori have survival to dodge? I forget. Hand, head. We'll block the head. Actually, I might block the hand, and I have plenty of survival, so we'll dodge 1 hand, we'll block the head, and we'll take 4 damage. 4 to the hand. 4 to the hand. 1 bleeding token. And that will be that. The antelope will diabolical. So diabolical target choosing. We have a 6. There are 3 in a row. So it is going to be Gigan. He'll just turn around this way. Remember, diabolical says move towards, and I've looked at the towards rule. It doesn't go through. I feel like they need to. I mean, it'll make this fight hell of a lot harder. There is a dash, so it'll be equally as hard as the lion because it'll basically choose you, and then you're forced to use dashes to not be trampled. I think that's how it's supposed to be, but I'm following the rules in the book, and that's how diabolical works. Anyway, it's our turn to go. Alright. So, Bite was here, and he ran down. So the next thing I need to do, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to use Zion to get away and scry the attack deck. We have In Heat, a legendary card, so one of them is discovered. When this comes into play, he gains a damage token and draws an AI. When the monster performs Graze, its large undermouth babbles excitedly. All non-death survivors suffer 3 brain damage, 1 per level. When the monster performs Graze, all non-death survivors begin to cry and are knocked down. Alright, so I would like to remove In Heat, and Bite is acceptable to remove as well, so I'm going to leave that on top. I will attack with her first. So we're going to go with Guy. No, I don't want to mill that many cards. I have to do my strategy was to use the bow. Mostly. Alright, so Sun Ring Bow with the I have to embolden. Let's embolden. I need a strength token. I roll a 6, so I'll keep my survival. We shall become emboldened. And now my perfect hits are on 9s. Alright, let's shoot the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. We ignore cumbersome so I can move after this. Fire the bow. Is it 3 shots? Do I have a speed on here? No, it's just a 2. 2 shots. Hits on 4s. I'll reroll this one. We have a perfect hit. And an 8, which is a hit. So perfect hit is a wound without looking at the hit location card. And then the Restless Eye. I suffer brain damage, which means I take a severe brain injury, and then if I don't get knocked down, we'll roll to wound again. Alright, we have a 5. So that's a 7. That's a danger seizure. Pretty sure. Alright. 1 damage to ourselves. Random disorder, 1d5 insanity. We're not knocked down. We do have Rageaholic now. Alright. 1d5 insanity. We will gain 4. Now we're insane. And what is it? 1 damage to myself. No one's next to me. Once again, getting nailed in the body. Just don't like ourselves. Just punch right in the chest. Just, really hard. Okay, let's try to wound this location. We do roll a 3. So 3 and 3 is 6 and 4 is only 10. So no wound. Have to roll 12 at the moment. No wound, no problem. Alright. We got rid of Crush and Devour though. The next card is Bite again. And I need to go slow. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to pick this. We'll pick the closer Acanthus plant. Come here. Get this. And this will be Gigan getting a... We do roll an 8. So that's a fresh Acanthus. Which is good. I'm probably going to need fresh Acanthi. I definitely need some for cooking. Well, I only need 1 for cooking at the end of the day. We have 1 at settlement, so we can use these liberally. And then he's taking another bite. Nothing's in this antelope's row and stuff, so I'm gonna have him go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, getting below it doesn't matter. We'll just have Mori stand there and block. Block again, we'll take another bite hit. Hopefully we'll be okay. Antelope's turn. Alright, bite. Closest survivor. 4 diggity dice. Man, I wish it didn't eat. No, wait a minute. Yeah, it's 4. 4 dice, Savinos. Alright, 6, 8, 8, 7. Hit. This hurts. This hurts. I need a higher evasion character to do this. Hold on, there's one more. Okay, body, and hand. I'll block. This is 4 damage apiece. Alright, we'll block a body. We'll dodge a body. We'll take it to the body. And then 1, 2, 3, we do get knocked down. And take a severe hand injury. Or arm injury. Let's see, is Mori departing the world already? Now we get a 9. We get another bleeding token. So he's doing his job. Good job, Mori. Severe arm injury, 9. Is a dislocated shoulder. Cannot activate two-handed or pair weapons or use block until the showdown ends, and he gets a 3rd bleeding token. Well, he's pretty much not our tank anymore. Who's got better evasion? She's got 3, and she has a shield. So we're gonna use her to tank now. Alright, good job, Mori. Good job. So at the end of the Antelope's turn, he'll Diabolical into Mori still. And then I'll stand up with Fist and Tooth proficiency that everybody has. Oh, right. We have club proficiency as well. I don't think I got a perfect hit with Gigan, but that's fine. Okay. We're going to have everyone flip their coins over. I need to do this carefully still if I want the horns. So let's scry the AI deck with Zion. Stomp and Snort. Slam. Alright. I'll leave Slam on top. These are both good to remove. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will stand on the bug patch. We're going to have Mori get the fuck out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the end of his act, he'll move a 6 spot. I'm gonna shoot the Antelope with my bow. Alright, got 2 and a 1, so I missed and I missed. 1, 2. We'll just stand right there. And then she's going to... What did I leave on top? Slam, I think? I forget. We're gonna try and do damage with her, since I get the block for free when I do. So let's go, Gigan. We have a 9, a 6, a 5, and a 2. I think a 6 is what I need. Yes. 2 hits. The pallet. And the giant tongue. Do them in this order. Oh right, as a reminder to me, I should put this out so I don't forget that Mori cannot block for the rest of the showdown. Okay. 2 hits, none were perfect. The tongue, we only need to beat a 10. We can do that super easily. I rolled 1. We actually failed to beat the tongue. Of course, why wouldn't we? We get a 3 for the pallet, which is a success. That's a 13. That's a 16. Yeah, it's a 16. So the pallet is wounded. I mean, Stomp and Snort is on top. We get a block 1 for free. Not that it matters, because Stomp and Snort is on top. After that, I think everyone has gone. So we're gonna just let the Antelope do his Antelope thing. Alright, Stomp and Snort. Okay, out of these 3 who are in range, so somebody might get intimidated. We have the old tabletop simulator crack. A 7. Alright, so that will be Gigan, which is fine. And let's see if Gigan does get intimidated. Alright, 4+, so knockdown. Doesn't matter. 3 brain damage is a severe brain trauma for Gigan. And we're not insane, so no knockback. We do roll 7, which is a 9, so that'll be new perspective, right? Knockdown 1d10, insanity. We get 1 insanity. Doesn't that help so much? It just helps so much. Alright. Diabolical Antelope turns this way. Literally a pretty good turn overall. Like nothing happened. Stand up with the fist and tooth proficiency. And let's keep the slow train rolling. We'll scry the AI deck first, looking for that other legendary card. He's got another Stomp and Snort. Learn Rampage, I would love to destroy. So, Learn Rampage. We will go with the bow second. Vertigo. Oh, he's gonna go 1, 2. We'll stay by the bug spot, but we'll move 1 further. Let's fire our bow. That was a weird roll, but I'm willing to keep it. Except for this one, because it was on the monster table still. Get a 4, so I do get a hit. The Restless Inner Thigh. This would be really good location to wound. Okay, I'm willing to take that as a 4. Yeah, that's a 4. So 4 is not enough, I think. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I would fucking... Oh, I am emboldened. Only an 11, not a 12, so no wound. That would have been a great location to wound. He could have been at 6 movement if I hit with my goddamn arrow, but I did not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In order to shoot, I had to be standing here. Okay. We'll pick an acanthus plant with him. Murray. He gets a 2, so something bites his arm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maury shouldn't be picking the acanthus. We roll a 10. Nice. I think he just gets knocked down on the 10. Hit the dirt. The blow sends you sprawling and you knocked down. He's like, ah! This bug is too strong for me. Okay, maybe he shouldn't be doing that, but he needs to be the guy doing that. Until I cycle through the Antelope deck once. Learn Rampage is on top. This is a problem. This is a problem. Let's attack with Gigan. I just need to do 1 wound, I guess. Oh, right. I forgot about the Antelope's evasion this whole time. I apologize, guys. So... I missed with her. The Antelope has 1 evasion, so I actually hit on a 5. I'll keep it in mind. I knew I was doing something wrong. I'm always doing something incorrectly. The Antelope is dodgy. So we hit on 7s. Keep that in mind from now on. Which means I have no hits. Okay. So, Learn Rampage is going to happen. I think it only happens in his radius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll go here. 1, 2, 3. He'll be fine. And she's going to dash now. I'll lose my survival. We'll dash to like here. I think is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So lose the survival. This Antelope is harder to hit. I do apologize. I definitely probably have... Some of this is probably fucked up. Definitely, without a doubt. but I'm gonna keep pressing onward. Okay, so Analip's turn. He'll stand at the start, and he's going to... I hope this card has a flow. It does have a flow. So we're going to dash. We do suffer brain damage first per monster level. No, it's just 1 brain damage. So 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. Severe brain trauma for Zion. Alright. 8, 9, 10. We rolled a 10. Frenzied. Gain 1d5 insanity. A speed token. A strength token. And he can't do fighting arts, which could matter. Could matter. Tumble is the most relevant one. Nor slow. Can't spend survival. Alright. And he can't use weapon specialization or mastery anymore. That's what I have to remember. Fist and Tooth specialization is now nullified on him. And we gain some insanity back. 1. It's always 1 for the insanity roll. You're not allowed to have brain armor. Alright, Mori's going to dash during the flow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to make sure I mill this card in the near future. And the Analip will end its turn there, except for the fact it's gonna diabolical to her. Alright. I know what one of these cards are. I'm gonna get in his butt, so I do hit on 4s. We're gonna go with her first. No, I shouldn't do that. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be risky. I have a bow, I'm playing with fire anyway. We have 2 8s, so 2 hits, no perfect hits. Alright. During this attack, she doesn't have survival. Damn it, I cannot do a surge, so we're gonna get trampled on, probably. Alright, well, we'll do this first. So we are not using a melee weapon, even though we are up the butt. Up the butt. Up the butt. Oh yeah, that's a 4. It's an 8. That's a 9, 10, 11 again. Can I do anything to get 1 additional damage here? Cut me some slack. Rolling so low. Alright, don't have to worry about that result. Second location, we get an 8. So I do wound it. Unfortunately, that's one of the ones I didn't want to see. Man, I wish I just shot normally with my bow. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna suffer the consequences. Alright, it's over here. It trampled Gigan. It's 3 damage to the body. It's always the body. Can't do anything about that. That's okay, I guess. Alright. We will try to get this Acanthus here, even though his life is put at risk if he takes arm damage. Alright, we get a 5. What's that? It's something tasty and consume it. Gain a survival. Okay. And then we'll move over here. Lastly, we'll scry the AI deck and hope that Legendary Horns comes up. Stomp and infested. I would rather not have him be infested. Closest knockdown survivor. At the start of the turn, she's gonna be up. So the furthest threat in field of view and range. She's just out of range. So it would be her, and she is our tank. So that's good. This always goes for the body. It'll be 4 dice that hits on 5s. That does a retarded amount of damage to the body. You know, she can dash out of the way, though. We have a survival on her? No, we don't. She can't dash out of the way. So she's just going to take a ton of body damage. Alright, I'll let it happen. You know what? I don't have to let that happen. Monster is the start of a cycle. So furthest threat in range, Bowgirl will dash now. We'll get our dash back. I'll lose that survival. 1, 2, 3. We want to be down here, right? 8, 4. We'll dash to there, and the antelope will just go after her and not hit anybody, and then we can dash away. So that's thinking with our head. Alright. Antelope's turn. We will stomp. She'll stand at the start of the turn. The only person who can't do that is Scion. I have to remember that. So furthest threat in field of view and range is Vertigo. So he's gonna go over to her. Hold on. He was here, right? The only thing I have to remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, he's gonna be one further where she's standing at the end. She's gonna dash on the flow. So let's dash. Lose our survival. I can't keep doing this, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just. Oh no, I don't want to be up there. He moves after. That's not good enough. Forward, 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 forward. He would hit her. We need to be down here. There we go. There he moves down. Alright, so he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is right here. Following my ruler strats. And we don't get damage, so no AI card for him. Hi. Okay. Let's get this acanthus plant with Mori. We'll continue to fight the odds of not rolling a 1 or a 2. Get a 10. Beautiful 10. That means he can tank another hit again. If need be. If I must. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, no matter what, he's in range of this thing, so we'll just leave him there. Okay, good job, Mori. Next up, I need to scry the AI deck. Alright, infested. Back kick. Closest threat. Alright, so assuming I can get rid of infested here, he's gonna go after the closest threat, which can just be her. Let's shoot our bow. Get a 3 and a 5. The 5 does hit. So we get 1 hit. It is the furry throat. And survey says I don't wound it. Man, my rolls are fucking atrocious at the moment. She's gonna have to sacrifice hitting the trap card. She only hits on 7s though, so we could just get 1. We got 2, we actually got 3. Playing with fire here. Playing with fire here. Alright. Fire was played with. Didn't get burned. Okay. I only fail on a 1, so we'll hit the tail first. And then I guess this one first, or next. Let's see if we can get a critical wound here. Get a 4. And that's a 14, 17. So that's a wound on the tail. We get to block 1 for free. Oh right, who got knocked down? He got knocked down. His strength token is gone from... No, he didn't get knocked down. She was knocked down. She doesn't have any strength tokens. I was just thinking of Embolden Rule. Alright, second location. Do roll a 6, which is another wound. Alright, so the top 2 cards have just been removed, and now I'm flying in the unknown here, because I didn't think I'd hit this many times. Please don't mill the legendary card. Do you get a 6? That's another wound. Alright, so we have block 1. I milled an unknown card, and that worries me severely. We don't know what the antelope is going to do. Oh, at the end... She didn't move, so the antelope was actually facing this way. I forgot the diabolical after the antelope went, so it diabolical to her, and if it was facing the front, I wouldn't want it to be. I'm not gonna move though, that changes too much. I basically would have done the same attack from the side instead of its face. Because he still has the hit location where he charges forward. I want to avoid that. We hit the one where he turns around, and he still has the one where he just goes the way he's facing. Anyway. So everybody went. I do believe it is the antelope's turn to fuck me up. Did draw Ravenous. Alright, so this is 4 dice, hits on 5s. If I could just get like 2 misses here. 2 misses would be wonderful. We have 1 miss. We have 2 misses. We block 1 and I'll dodge the other. So I won't roll the locations. I don't have a dodge. I will roll the locations. I don't have survival. The hand and the head. Okay, so I can't dodge. What are we blocking? This does how much? 3 damage? 4 damage? And he's gonna eat something, which sucks. I'm gonna let him eat the Lucky Charm. Alright, that's fine. 4 damage will block the head. Take 4 to the hand. He's gonna eat the Lucky Charm. I lose my luck token. And he gains a speed because of hyper metabolism. Overall, that's still not too bad, although it's a little bad that that happened. She has no survival. That's annoying that she rolled 1 on the fucking overwhelming darkness. Alright. Diabolical, he's up next to her. Let's get the last acanthus plant off of the ground. So Chow Down is a good card. Do roll a 4, so I find nothing. And then he has survival to dodge and block, so I still want to use him. We'll leave him there for the time being. Next up, we'll scry the AI deck. Gore goes after the closest survivor. And Bolt is after the furthest threat in range. Which one is worse? They're both equally bad. As in, they're not that bad. Gore have a chance to get out of range of him if I wanted to buy a turn, but I'm going to try and hurt the Antelope here. Let's attack with her. And I guess it doesn't matter if she's facing that way. We do get a perfect hit. We have proficiency, so we'll double our wound attempt on the first location. And then the 6 doesn't hit, we need 7s. So 1 perfect hit. Delicate inverted knee, we have +2 luck, so I get this crit on 8. Almost rolled an 8. 4 will wound, so he calls a wound. We do block 1 for free, and then nothing else happens. Alright, so now Bolt is his top card, which means I will... I'll move her back 1. 2. We'll move her like that. Bolt goes after the closest, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. We'll come here and shoot 2 arrows. Get 1 hit on a 9. It is a perfect hit, so that's just gonna be a wound. This bow is kind of interesting with that perfect hit stuff. I wish I could surge and scry. Because now we're blind again. Alright, Antelope's turn. Everybody went. What you got? Buck. At the start of each monster turn, target and attack any survivors in the blind spot. So not a bad card to mill. We don't care if he's bucking. Hyper, or what is it? Diabolical. No one's in his row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is all the way over here. And that is that. Alright. Let's check out the AI's deck. Chow down. Alright, another breather card. He does have legendary horns. Okay. He has legendary horns. So, the Screaming Antelope suddenly becomes impossibly old. And gains +4 toughness tokens, so he's as hard to wound as a phoenix. He gets another speed token, which is kind of retarded. Because he has hyper metabolism anyway. Why would he gain more speed if he's old? When a survivor with less than 5 courage ends their act adjacent to the Screaming Antelope, they suffer 3 brain damage. In this case. And then when he's defeated, we get the legendary Horn Strange resource. So we do want him to equip this. I may as well let him equip this now. He is going to be a lot harder to wound, but she can do it. Now that I know Legendary Horns is in play, we can stop scrying the AI deck and start scrying the hit location deck. And since he's going to equip Legendary Horns and Diabolical, we'll move her here to bring him to us. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully get a Nightmare tick. Come on, Gigan. I need you to roll 4. Alright, we do get a Vermin. Can we get a Nightmare tick? No, it's a damn crab spider. That's not bad. That's not... I can eat that. I can eat that for some much needed survival. for her. I won't eat it yet. We can do that anytime. So he's gonna diabolical this way. And I want him to start tanking again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll bring him here. All right, and that'll do it for everybody. I'll just leave them unflipped. Analip's turn. He'll gain legendary horns after he bucks. So +4 toughness, 16, just like a phoenix. +1 speed. Holy shit! And he'll diabolical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way over to here. That's okay. His next card is Chow Down, and I would rather not mill that right away. So I'm actually going to spend my turn scrying the hit location deck with the Restless Chest, the Ear, and the Shank. Okay, so this is the one I wanted to avoid. So attack with the bow first to try and get rid of this, unless I get a perfect hit, which is hilarious. Attack with the bow first, and then we can do these in whatever order, it don't matter. We'll, in case I hit with the bow twice, I'll put the Shank up. Alright, so we'll leave him like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want him nowhere near here. He's just going to chow down forward and diabolical. So I'm going to move her 1, 2. We'll leave her here. We'll move her here. And then he will go here. You know what? She can stay here. I'm just going to run up, I think. Actually, I need to plan this better. I'm going to chase him forward towards... He'll be here. He's going to diabolical this way. I'll be up. I'm in his facing already. So he's going to run this way if I hit him. So we're going to move her here instead. And him here instead. Okay. That's how we'll do it. So that's everybody. There's a quick turn, so I won't flip the coins over. Alright, Antelope, Chow Down, no Acanthus, Graze. Well, basic action, no one is knocked down, so Graze. So Graze here, her diabolical to her. My turn. 1, 2, 3. We'll just stay here, and I will shoot my bow. And if this fails, then I'm kind of fucked. Need at least 1 hit here. We got no hits. We got no hits. Alright. We'll be patient. We'll be patient. Let's 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's scry the AI deck. Back kick. And ram. Furthest threat in range. Back kick is in blind spot. Closest threat in range. I should have moved her more so she could dash out of the way. I'm such a fool. I was really hoping I'd get at least a hit. Alright. This would be only 3 damage per hit. It goes after the furthest survivor, though. How much evasion do you have? 2. So what I can do is have her be the furthest in range. We can have him walk away, and then she can dash towards it. Now, this hits on 3s. It does insane amounts of damage, but if I let him do this instead and I block one and I can dodge one, I'll be avoiding... I mean, he throws a lot of dice. That's 6 dice. But they hit on 6s, so I'm likely to dodge some naturally. They do 5 damage apiece, though. Oy vey. Woe is me. I would think Bolt would be safe, or Ram would be safer. I'm gonna try back kick. So this is the closest threat in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he will go... Yeah, she's 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have him come here. She's gonna block. She'll block. He can't block anymore. Which I probably don't want him to tank because he can't block anymore. So maybe I should just swing my damn katana. Have Mori Motonari as a human sacrifice. Oh right, I kind of need to get rid of some bleeding tokens from him. Let's at least do that. He'll go this way instead. And I already did his turn, so I can't move him closer this time. But I should try and get rid of these bleeding tokens first. Okay, we'll do that. Back kick it is. Antelope will target her. Turn around. Yeah. That's 6 dice. Hits on 6s. We have a block. It's too bad I couldn't avoid metabolism more often. 1 miss, 2 miss, 4 hits. This is gonna hurt like a bitch. I was really hoping RNG would be on my side. Literally a 50-50 and he rolled above the average. Alright, we'll live. We'll live. Waist, body, body, body. Okay, then I may as well just take a severe body injury and block the waist. Because then basically nothing happens to her unless she dies. Because I could block a body, dodge a body, restore my armor at the body, and guarantee that I don't take a body severe injury. I kind of need Gigan, so let's do the guarantee. I think my odds of rolling a 1 or 2 are pretty high, so we're going to eat the crab spider. We gain 3 survival. You can do this stuff at any time. We'll dodge one of the body blows. We'll block one of the body blows. We're going to use the Acanthus to restore the body location. And let me read that again. Yeah, heal 1 hit location. So we're back at 5. And we'll take 5 to the body and 5 to the waist. So I'm going to do that. That's back kick. Good for us. And then diabolical will happen. He chose odd, so he's gonna face Gigan still. Move towards her. Okay. Our turn. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll move him there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move him here and bandage Murray. So Murray's bandaged. And that's these 2 gone. 1, 2. Let's try to shoot this stupid antelope again. Better luck this time. Get a 5, so that is a hit. And a 3. Only 1 hit. That's all I needed. So we get the chest, which is what I wanted to hit. The bow, so he doesn't run us over. And I will call that a crack. 16 toughness is like nigh impossible for her to beat. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nope. So what does she need to beat a 16? 4, 5, 6. She has 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 15, 16. So she needs a 9. She needs 9s in order to wound. Not having sneak attack now, this fight is going to be a lot harder, except for her. She needs to be our main damage dealer. Okay, so Antelope will full move in a straight line. He is over here. Let me see. I think one of them is just going to be taking a hit here. I don't want her to take a hit. She might take a hit. Don't know what the Antelope is going to do. He's about to reset his cards. There's only one Chow down. We've gone. Well, Buck is a one-time respite, so there's not many cards that are good for me unless I have dashes to get out of range. Everyone can dash out of range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna leave her centralized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So closest threat would be her. Farthest would be him. Well, him. He's at 8. Alright, Antelopes go. Everybody has gone. Bam, furthest threat in range. Oh, right, we knew this was on top. So furthest threat in range is him. Now, before I go and do that, he was here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to target him. That means they both need to dash. He cannot spend survival anymore, so this is a problem. This is a major problem. Because he's frenzied. I really needed him not to be frenzied. Well, he's gonna get trampled. That's all there is to it. Because I'm not taking 6 dice that do. It's gonna be a +8 or +7 damage per hit. So he targets Mori. Mori will dash out of the way, and he only has to dash. Maybe he doesn't have to get hit. I can go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, so we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Antelope is right here. Alright, I thought I was going to hit him, but I don't have to run directly up. So that's fine. We avoid Ram. Diabolical will occur. No one's in its row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is all the way over here. Alright. I'm gonna need to kite this thing a bit. Let's scry its AI card. Great kick. Alright, I can give him no target, force him to graze, and then force him to diabolical. So his range is 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just have to be past like this diamond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she can go here, so it'll diabolical to her. Great kick is not a good card to see. It's not. His trap is coming up too. I wonder how long I can mess with this damn Antelope. If he constantly goes after farthest targets, then I might be able to do this. We'll see. It's gonna take some thinking on my part. Alright, so that's everybody. I forgot to flip the things over, but whatever. Antelope's turn, he'll buck. Nothing Great kick. This is such a stupid mood. Great kick. Furthest threat in field of view and range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nobody. Good. So he'll graze. He grazes forward. No one's knocked down. And then he'll diabolical. And the only diabolical target is Vertigo. Alright. Level 3 Antelope is now in our presence. Once again. Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't scry until I cause wounds, and there's 9 AI cards left. So I'm gonna take a gamble here. We're just gonna katana. No, it doesn't. Let's say I embolden, right? I have +3, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So he has the same problem. He only wounds on 9s or 10s, which 9s are crits anyway, since we're deadly. So he has to crit to wound. My best shot at wounding are these two, which means he needs to be decoy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get in there with her. Let's go. Let's go, Gigan. Gigan, you are the champion of the hour. We need you. Alright, what do we have? We have a 7. We have a 10. We do have a perfect hit with a club, a 7, and we only hit on 7, so it's 2 hits. So the shank doesn't matter. And the ear. Alright, so for the shank, I get +3 to wound this location. So we're at 13. It's an automatic wound. We're at 16. I just need to not roll a 1. Okay, we get a 4, so we do cause a wound. 10 cards to go, and hopefully that was not chow down. I just milled. And he'll kick his hind legs. Now for his whatever the hell this is. Ear. Roll that again. Do you get a 6? A 6 will wound. 10 and 6 is 16. I love the power of this weapon. Oh, right, and we have a free block 1 at the moment. We do not crit. We do wound, though. So we get a block 1. Now I want to... 1, 2, 3. We'll shoot the bow. If I get any perfect hits on a 9 or 10, we auto wound, which would be pretty radical. I got a 10! So we get an automatic wound. Huh. This could be handy. Handier than I thought. Is there anything else that increases the range of your perfect hits? I think there's a fighting art that does that. Alright. That's an interesting strategy to try and use. If you could get like 2 bows with if you get the fighting art with 1.5 sculpture, I think it would be worth it to make 2 bows and 2 sun vestments and have that be a main strategy. You just auto wound on 8s. Seems like a decent thing. And then the bow's not even that bad on its own, as long as you don't have the cumbersome rule. Alright, he went, she went, Gigan went. Let's scry the AI deck. So we are dealing with a bite, and we are dealing with another bite. Alright, so it's gonna be her. She has a block up, it may as well be her. And if it's gonna be her, we just want him out of the way. 1, 2, we'll put him here. Before I continue, I apologize. I know we're getting real into this. I'll get a zoomed in camera shot here, but I need to use the restroom real quick. So I'll be back, and then the Antelope will go bite our main attacker. Hopefully he doesn't kill her. He'll probably kill her. Alright, I hope that delay wasn't too long. You guys skipped ahead, right? And listened to silence for a while. Or the sound of my laptop machine, it was rather loud there. The fan, anyway. I was gonna take a drink. Real quick before I continue, I did want to look at these cards again. Just a one. I was thinking, if I have her dash now, 1, 2, 3, he's the closest. And then if he dashes, he's definitely still in range. Yeah, he would get hit. The thing is, I don't want to lose my main I don't want to lose my main damage dealer here. We really need her. So I feel like she should not get bit. She has the best chances of dodging, but it's 6 dice again. Even though she dodges on 5s, the Antelope has been rolling well. She does have a block and a dodge on top. But every location except the head cannot take a hit anymore. And I really, really want her to be with us. I think I want to sacrifice Mori. I think I want to sacrifice Mori. I mean, there's a chance he doesn't die. He's got some good armor locations. But if he takes a severe injury, I don't care as much. So what I'm going to do is put him here. And I'm going to preemptively dash with her. That's what I would do with my turns instead. She'll be right here. Alright. And that would have been everybody's real turn. Now, Mori could also just attack and try and hit the trap card and get rid of that. But the boat user can do that. You know what? He doesn't charge forward. Why not? Right? We're gonna have Mori attack. I'm not gonna use my dash. If I hit the trap card, they'll take brain damage, but that's not so bad. And he'll get chased away. Then I can dodge another move. Hitting the trap card would actually be really good here. So, even though I only crit, I can only wound with crits. I may as well attack with the katana. So we hit on 5s. We're gonna attack with the katana. Get 4 dice. Oh right, I have sharp. Wow, I missed. We got 1 hit though. So 1 hit to the muzzle. That's quite a lot of misses. I forgot I have sharp because of the thing. So first our natural roll. That doesn't count. We're out of bounds. Let's try that one more time. That's gonna go out of bounds too. Alright, come on. I've got all this space. Throw it up. It's too much force. Also, I think the tabletop simulator is lagging again. Okay, so we have a 3 naturally. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wrong person. That is 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 9. It's a 9. So we need a 6. No, we need a 7 with sharp. And that'll be reroll. That'll be a reroll. Thank you. Okay, so we didn't get it. We got closer to hitting the trap card though. Now I will dash with her. So she was at 2, right? We're gonna go down to 1. So I don't want her to be the target. She'll go right there. Even though she has block, she actually has the highest chance of survival. I'd rather Mori make the rules. So Screaming Antelope will bite Mori after bucking. And that'll be 6 dice. Oh man. This one and this one will get rerolled. Not the card, you goober. Those are all hits, yeah. Antelope's out for blood now. Okay, every single dice hit. So I don't even see a point in dodging here. We'll see. But that's 6 hits. That's a lot of biting. Head, head, head. Getting bit in the head. Body, body, waist. Well, I will dodge the waist. If I don't die, I may as well at least not roll 3 times on the chart. But the head takes a bajillion damage. And the body takes a bajillion damage. So it's a severe head and a severe body injury. Now, the head has a high rate of death. Let's find out if Mori kicks the bucket. He gets a 10. 10 for the head. Alright. He lost a tooth. He gets sprawling, knocked down. Which he already is. And then the body. This is where we roll like a 1 or a 2, right? Out of bounds. Look at that 1. Usually, I'm gonna eat my words. Usually, we roll the same number twice. Came close. Okay, a 9 for the body, huh? So not dead. Collapsed lung, can't catch your breath. -1 movement token, 1 bleeding token. So Murray gets another bleeding token because bite causes a bleed. He actually lives. And then diabolical will occur. Good job, Murray. Seriously, good job. Good fucking job. 2 evens odds. Maury's before Gigan, so he's gonna. Antelope stays there. Okay. I'd rather manipulate the AI deck than the hit location deck. So the first thing I'm gonna do is attack with Vertigo. And I'm gonna hope I hit the trap card. I'll move that dice in a second. I'm gonna hope I hit the trap card with Vertigo. Do you have 2 hits? Do you get the teeth? And we get the shoulder. Okay. So neither location matters. I only wound on, what is it, 9, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I only wound on 9s. I don't have a luck, so a 9 is a wound and a 10 is a crit. Do the teeth. Don't wound. We'll do the other location. And we don't wound. Oh, he'll get up at the start of the turn. Okay, that's all well and good, I guess. We're gonna attack with Mori. He shows no fear. We want him to hit the trap card. So 5s, we need 5s. We got a 6, a 9, and a 5s. 3 hits. We better get that trap. If we don't get that trap, then we better have a very good AI card on the top. 1, 2, trap me. Thank you. I really didn't want to get hit by a spasm. Alright. So, level 3 Antelope is 2 brain damage per level, so that'll be a whopping 6 brain damage. Knockback 5. Knockdown. That's all fine. Severe brain trauma for Mori. Not Gigan. How much do you have? Severe brain trauma from Mori. He gets a 10, so Mori is now frenzied. Strength token. Speed token. And insanity. Alright. 1 insanity, it's 1d5. And now he can't stand up when I want him to. We can't use our fist and tooth proficiency with him either. Neither of those two. So that's a little annoying that I got frenzy. But that's whatever. And then turn away from the attacker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all the way over here, which is good. Okay. So that was you and her. We'll scry the AI deck. I know, well, actually, instead of scrying the AI deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I may as well bandage him up again so he can be our guinea pig. Someone's got to be a guinea pig here. And then she's just gonna chill where she is, because the Antelope will diabolical towards them. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're out of range of it, so it's just gonna graze forward anyway. Alright, Antelope's turn. Bucks. Bites. Right. Close to survivor in field of view, no target. It'll graze. Now, there is a knockdown survivor, but he's not in range, so he'll just graze, go forward, and then he'll diabolical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, Antelope is back here. He gets up. It is our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get in that blind. No, I don't want to be in the blind spot. It's so stupid. We'll just hit on 7s. We'll have her go first. Let's try to beat this Antelope with our mighty, whatever our mace weapon is. Mighty mace weapon of awesomeness. I see a 7 over there, 2 6s. That sucks. We get a perfect hit. Cool. So we get a +3 on the first location. 2 hits. The back and hoof. I may as well get the +3 for the hoof, not that it matters. We'll just do the hoof first. I have yet to crit to wound, which is rather surprising. Alright, we get a 2. That is a wound. No failure effect. And then we will get a 5. Still have not critted yet, but another wound. We get the block 1 for free. Alright, next up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna shoot our bow at this antelope. We do get a 9, so that's a wound, and a 5 is a hit. So a wound and a hit on the inverted knee. Let's see if I can roll an additional 9. I'm actually really liking this bow. I didn't think I'd care about it. We don't wound, but it's helping. It's helping. Circumventing high toughness without sneak attack. Definitely an alternative strategy as opposed to just sneak attacking everybody, which I need to make sure I do set that stuff up. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is scry the AI deck. Stomp and Snort is a good attack to just let it happen. Stomp, not so much. So I'll let him stomp and snort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna move him over there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just bring him next to this. So when it diabolicals, it stays here. Alright, Screaming Antelope's turn. We are done. Buck. We laugh at it because it's a silly antelope. Stomp and snort. Random and range. Out of the 3 possible targets, I would prefer Mori get hit. Alright, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Mori did get hit. Good. And then, does he get intimidated? 7. He does get intimidated. So that's going to be... one per monster level, right? Yeah. That's a severe brain trauma. Get a 4, so it's a 6. So that's a danger seizure. We'll just do 1 damage to... We're probably gonna kill ourselves here, right? 1 damage to the body. Let me roll this first, because his body is vulnerable. And then we'll do the insanity bits. We rolled a 1. It doesn't have to be the end yet. Who wants... Do you have yours? Yes. Let's use our survival of the fittest reroll. And hopefully not get a 1. What you actually did to your own body is a 3. We got 2 bleeding tokens. That's what 3 is for all of them. I'll just double check. Yeah, so we gutted ourselves so damn hard. Didn't quite kill ourselves, but we're bleeding. And then, since we're not dead, we gain 1d5 insanity. That's a crack. Do get 3 insanity. And I gotta look up danger seizure. I think it just knocks you down or something. No, it doesn't knock you down. Random disorder. That was the other thing. Random disorder. Bing. Binge eater. It's not so bad. Oh right, I still have an acanthus. I could have used that to get my body armor back. We'll save it for a bigger emergency. So that was Stomp and Snort. Diabolical will occur. Let's see which way this antelope wants to face. Evens and odds. It is evens, so that will be Mori. Mori is evens. Gigan would have been odds. Doesn't turn. So far, I'd say this fight is going very well for a completely fresh party. You know, now that Legendary Horns is out, I forgot about this. Nothing's stopping me from overcharging. I don't have to fight this thing slowly anymore. I can just wreck it. She can't overcharge. She doesn't have enough survival to get a token and then overcharge. Damn. I don't know why I'm fighting this normally. He could overcharge. He doesn't get up on this turn though. Alright, who wants to go first? 1, 2, 3. No, he's not going first. We'll attack with Gigan first. I'm gonna gamble on not hitting the trap with her. Reroll that, reroll that, reroll that. Keep the 2. Alright, we have a 9. So 1 hit. Isn't it nice to roll 1s and not hit yourself with the Whistling Mace? It's so nice to be done with the Whistling Mace. I have to say that mace carried us pretty far. Alright, we get a 6, we get a wound. Turn the face away from the attacker, full move forward in a straight line. So he's all the way over here. We do get a wound though. And if that's the case, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna walk away. So that was Gigan. Let's scry this first, or should I try and shoot it with the bow? She doesn't even reach. Let's look at the AI deck. Oh, good. Chow Down is still here. Nice. That's not good because he's gonna get hit and I can't pick him up. Does anybody want to give this guy a hand so he doesn't die? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was his turn after looking at the card. I can't help him. He's gonna get basic attacked. Since he's gonna get basic attacked, Antelope's gonna be here. That's in range. So I shouldn't have ran her so far back. I didn't think Chow Down was gonna happen. It's kind of nice that's in the deck. Guess we'll find out if Mori can survive a Chow Down attack. She can stay put. Alright, Antelope's turn. It will Chow Down, it will basic action, and there is a knockdown survivor in range. Just barely. He's a 7. He needs to be 2 more spaces away. So that's gonna be 7 dice. Can Mori survive 7 dice? I've never seen a monster do this many dice on me before. Let's see. We have 1 miss. The 3, he only has 1 evasion, right? So it hits on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. 6 hits. Can Mori survive yet again? I already used the survival of the fittest roll, but I still have more. Alright, foot, 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 body, body, foot. I think the body and the foot are getting completely wrecked. Whoops. I don't know why they did that. They dropped nicely that time. So the foot takes a bajillion damage. Body's already taken a bajillion damage. It's only 2 severe injury rolls. So we'll do the body first and see if Mori is still a trooper. Get a 6. I think he's disemboweled now. This poor guy. Hey, disemboweled is good enough to attack with, though. Yup, he's disemboweled. Actually, he's probably dead because of bleeding token stuff. So before I take that out, let's roll the foot thing. You get a bleeding token for that. He's at 4, and then he's going to be at 5. Okay, 4 for the foot. Dismembered like a bleeding token. Okay, Mori, I was too far to save you with the bleeding tokens, but Mori finally kicks the bucket. I should have traded his Acanthus to someone else at first, but we've lost our dummy. So Mori dies a glorious death. The only thing that sucks about that is we lose an endeavor, but I think with his death, I might be able to kill this antelope, hopefully. So I'll just leave this here for now. So Mori dies. Goodbye. And then the antelope diabolicals him. So that's a problem. Then there's a problem. Okay. And then it's our turn. Now this is a problem because I don't want any of these dudes to get hit. But what I'm gonna do Since she has spare survival, I'm going to overcharge with Vertigo. We'll lose the survival, then I'll embolden with her again. I'll gain that survival, so we lose 1 for overcharge. We get the token back, and I'm gonna shoot the antelope with our Sunring bow. Get a 7. Oh, we get a 10! That's what I wanted. Because we're overcharged, we caused a wound, we cause an additional wound, and then the 7 is a hit. So we need another 9 or a 10, and he's gonna turn to face her unless I crit, so I guess I won't do it yet. There's a chance we could 10 again. It's a 10% chance that we get a 10 again. Get a 7. A 7 doesn't wound. We need the 9, so he'll just turn to face her. It's got 3 HP left, thanks to that overcharge perfect hit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get all the way over there, and then I will scry the AI deck with. I'll just leave that down for now. Scry the AI deck with Zion. I guess Zion is the next guy. Ooh, he's got a stomp and snort. This is good. This is good. I get a breather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did mill Chow down, which kind of sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess since he's gonna diabolical towards her anyway, instead of getting in range of Stomp and Snort, she should be like here. So we can finish killing off this antelope. Alright, antelope's turn. We'll Stomp and Snort. The only person in range, actually I think there's 2 in range. Yeah, they're both in range. So evens, odds. Vertigo is evens. We do get odds, so we're gonna Stomp and Snort Zion. Roll 9, so Zion will be knocked down and he will take 3 brain damage, which will be a severe brain trauma. An 11. Now, I don't roll an 11 often. Maniacal Laughter. Knockdown, -1 speed token, the priority target token, and 1d5 insanity. Okay. He's laughing maniacally. I don't know why you would lose a speed token. Get 2 insanity back. And a -1 speed token. Okay. That's not so bad. Diabolical will occur, and this is over here. Now, he can't get up, and he's gonna be the target. I need to do at least 1 wound to this stupid antelope. Actually, she could just straight up kill it if she does 3 wounds. So we're gonna go here and hope that Gigan gets the kill on their turn. Just need 7s to hit. We have no hits. Not a hit was found that day. Nobody could find a hit. So we're gonna move first with Vertigo. And then shoot the bow. Hopefully I can cause a wound here. Do you get a 9 and a 10? So I just caused 2 wounds. Too bad I didn't fucking overcharge. Why didn't I overcharge? Yo, Sunring Bow is doing work. And of course the Prism Mace. So Zion might die now. Let's find out. Basic action is all that's left. Zion is priority target, so it doesn't matter if he's down or not. And we get fucking 7 dice again. To find out Zion dies. And he bucked this way first, so if anyone's wondering about that. We have, what's your evasion, buddy? He has 2, gets hit on 4s. So we actually dodged 1. It's amazing how high the antelope rolls. Like, if I threw 7 dice, I wouldn't roll a bunch of 8s, 6s, 7s, and 9s. I wouldn't roll any of that. It's just because it's the fucking monster, man. It's weird. It's weird. How does this work? It's rigged. I can't believe I haven't crit the antelope at all, either. Not a single crit. With the mace on the weak to mace locations. Not a single fucking critical wound. We had 3 to the head, 2 to the waist, 1 to the foot. I may as well dodge the foot. Let's see if I get that back. And then our head's getting shreked, unfortunately. I do get that survival back, so we'll dodge the foot. I can't do that. I can't dodge the foot. We're frenzied. I remember. We're frenzied. So with that, we just take 3 damage to each location. 3 to the foot. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 to the waist, and then 9 to the head. Okay. Let's see if Zion dies. Good old Zion. Will you remain with us, buddy? I tried to keep it away. I did. We get a 6 for the head. I always do left to right on the body chart as well. Sorry for not specifying before I rolled. He's become deaf. That's not something that happens all the time. So we are now... Oh, we're already deaf. So when you're already something, you just get a bleeding token, right? We're already deaf. Isn't that funny? That's funny. And then the waist is getting trampled. Hold on, that's the wrong colored dice. It's his survival attempt. We'll throw his dice. Okay, so he gets smooshed at the waist, and Zion joins the casualty team. Man, 2 casualties. This is actually the worst we've done. That's okay. As long as we kill this thing, that will be fine. So Zion's out of commission. Antelope is 2-0. Well, two out of the party. Which means I only have 2 endeavors this year, so that's an innervate, and who the hell knows what else I'll do. Alright, Antelope. You big jerk. He'll diabolical onto her. Speaking of her, it's our turn. We're just gonna try to finish him off right here. Maybe I should have shot him with the bow. Get 1 hit. This fight could have gone so much better. I think I could have done this with no one dying, but I needed a few better dice rolls. Like, I failed to wound the thigh the first time. Alright, Antelope's dead. But if I had cut his movement, and if I didn't lose my survival, we could have done so much more dashing. But with that, let me get a drink. It still feels good. We do kill it. 2 deaths to the Antelope. Out of all of the level 3 monsters we fought, the Antelope gave me the deaths. This is also partially my fault. I completely forgot about overcharging. At first I told myself not to do it because I needed this card to come into play, but once it did, there's nothing holding me back. I could have started to wail on it like the Phoenix. So we do get some legendary horns for successfully killing this guy. Let's delete this, delete this, we will gain hopefully a nightmare tick. I will be very happy to get the tick. 2 vermin, 6 basic, 10 antelope. I'm gonna do the vermin first. Please give me the tick. I get a hissing cockroach. Archive this, lose all survival, gain 2d10 insanity. If you are insane, you must consume this. Do you like have to do that immediately upon picking it up? And a lonely ant, so I didn't get the damn tick, which is unfortunate. A hissing cockroach. It says if you're insane, you must consume this. I've never seen that kind of text before. I've actually never gotten this before. I'm gonna assume I have to eat it now, which means Vertigo is gonna eat a cockroach. Which means if I roll 2 10s right here, or a 9 and a 10 or something, she's gonna die. What was it? God damn it. Yep, 2d10 insanity. She could have died by having over 20 insanity. She gets 9. Okay, so that's disappointing. Just an ant and a cockroach. I might come after another level 3 antelope. I might. So I don't think he's that bad. Get a skull. We'll just give an insanity to Gigan. Get a monster organ. Let me move this down here. Organ, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna lose pretty much all of that except the horns to Hands of Heat. And then I'm gonna take the top 4 cards off of here and just get the stack of 10 below it, which I forgot to copy the other antelope resources we got. Which was his flat teeth. Okay. That does it for that. This can go here. This can go here. Here. These can go here. These can go here. This can go here. These are ours. Antelope is done. Alright, his resource cards did not get taken away. They are in there, so I'm just going to delete them. Probably have to pull them out manually again later. Alright, shank bone, a beef steak. Those are the things we needed for cooking too. Shank bone. So I definitely want to make sure I keep shank bone around, and I want to keep the beef steaks. Wow, we got 4 shank bones. Every single leg of this antelope was just cut off. And a bladder. Figures I wouldn't get the horn. I did shuffle that pile, right? Those were in order. I might have not shuffled the deck. Tell you what, I'm gonna redo that. We can redo that. Let's delete all of that. I don't think I shuffled the deck. 4, 5, 6, those 2. Okay, let me get this out. Let's take out the 2 large flat teeth. I think I didn't shuffle. Try that again. Take out the top 4. Oh, right. I just deleted my large flat teeth, didn't I? No, I didn't. They're here. Okay. So those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now it's shuffled. Now it should be a little more random. And then those go back into the box. Steak, ladder, 10 to 1, I get the same stuff. Okay, we got muscly gums. Got the horn. 3 of the shank bones, and the pelt. Alright, that's a little more natural looking. Yeah, I forgot to shuffle it. I'm fairly certain. If I did and I got them in that kind of an order, that's crazy. Okay. So we get 2 endeavors for returning survivors. These can go back. These can go back. This can stay undone. Technically, you don't put these back until this step, the final step. Settlement event. Our destiny is rivalry. If there are less than 2 returning survivors, discard rivalry, draw a new event. Alright, so we have 2 returning survivors. They begin to argue. Vertigo and Gigan are not happy with each other or something. Roll of 3. 2 rivals beat each other up. Neither may depart this phase. Okay. It's not so bad. Honestly, that's probably one of the better results. Yeah, because then rivalry doesn't keep going on the damn timeline with 4 to 8. Lingering effects. I could have them duel each other. Okay. So nothing happened. Update the death count. We've got 2 casualties. Monster hide and a monster organ. 2 casualties. That's not so bad. Down to 19. Pop. Oh, right. We gained 1. So I have to name this guy. And you 2. First one to die was Mori Motonari. Which, to be fair, he was a brave warrior. He definitely hung in there for a long time. I don't remember when he was born. That information should have been saved. I guess these sheets just deleted it. Still edit it. Completely gouged by the screaming antelope. He took a lot of blows. And this was year 17, 16? What year is this? This is 17. I don't know how old he was. And honestly, because that information doesn't like to save itself, these sheets are finicky, I don't really care anymore. I'll keep track of it as I can, but... And then we lost Zion, the Unborn, who he did have an extra movement, so it's kind of a shame he died, but I put him in the corner and he couldn't get away from the fucking antelope. It's also his fault he rolled Frenzy, so he couldn't dash away. Couldn't dash away from the antelope. That is why he died. He was 7 years old and he died in year 17. Alright. 7. I said 7. Would you like to go hello? That's not working. Yeah, I don't know why these are so finicky. I was probably hitting something behind him. I was hitting his survival limit. Alright. Alright, whatever. Zion the Unborn is dead. Rest in pieces. 2 more casualties. I don't really have to add it here, but I guess I've been keeping up with this as well. And then update the timeline. This is year 18. We are doing Hands of Heat. Timeline events. So we already have lantern ovens. Skip the event, roll on the lantern branding table. We have a feast. We lose half our total resources, round it down, and then nominate some dude or dudette. So we have, I can tell you, I'm getting rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 36 resources. We are going down to, come on, simple math. I'm not good at simple math. It's 13, right? No, 13 is 26. It's more than that. 18. 8 and 8. Yeah, 18. Going down to 18. Ugh. So throwing away 18. Now there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold on. I know what I'm doing wrong. 15. 16, 17, 18. I'm just gonna lose all my bones. Alright, now there's still more I have to add. It's actually more than 18. I realize that we actually have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Well, I didn't mean to do that. We are losing 3 more things. So I need this. I don't really need this. I need this. This can go. And this can go. So we're also losing these 3. Yeah, I forgot to add those. So all this gone in the feast. This is what we have left, which is my most important items. We'll nominate. What is the worst thing that can happen here? This is kind of important, so we're just going to take our wonderful son child Goodman. He's honestly pretty fucking wonderful already. Let's brand you don't have to skip the next hunt anymore. You don't have to skip the next hunt anymore. Yeah, I want Goodman and I want Amaterasu. We need someone else now. This is the point where I need to pick someone else who is going to be like a kiddo that helps us out. So Yatterman 2 is who. Oh yeah, I changed the color because her name switched to Yatterman, but this is Amaterasu. And we need like 2 more people that are gonna be fighting the good fight with us against the Nemesis. I want at least 1 more person who has semi-presentable stats. Honestly, Hotaru could be that other person. The only problem is she's gonna run out of hunt stuff unless we go tackle. I could fight a level 2 Phoenix. No, I can't. I can't take Goodman out to fight a Phoenix. Who wants to get branded? So I'm probably not fighting any more phoenixes. Haomaru's basic. Scorpion's got movement issues. Jada has a +1 movement, but there's something wrong with Jada. He has a dismembered arm. I remembered that. Jin is basic. Mega Man is... He's got a strength problem. Wallachia can't gain survival. Soul bad guy. Don't really want Katar proficiency anymore. Soul bad guy could be a potential dude. He only has a shattered jaw. And then EQ is a girl. She should be over here. Right, I checked all these, right? Okay. Maybe Soul Bad Guy can join us. Not EQ, that's the wrong person. She has too much Hun XP. Soul Bad Guy, though. We're gonna brand him. Let's brand Soul. Might use him. I'll keep that. We'll get a 5. So 47 branded feet. Gain a permanent +1 speed. Alright. We might be using him. Definitely gonna be using Goodman. Definitely. I'm definitely not fighting a Phoenix. And then these two have to skip the next hunt. So you skip. You didn't earn anything. It's these two. Skipping the next hunt. With that, Hands of Heat is not repeating anymore. So that'll do it for us. Year 18, here we are. There's not much to do. I have to name this person. We'll figure that out in a minute. Iron, leather, small feathers, and a bone. I should have got rid of less bones, but we have one here. So iron, leather, small feathers, large flat tooth. We shall finally complete the Phoenix armor set, and we will be taking that out. So the Phoenix armor set, for those who haven't made their own, real quick, I'll be needing the card from here anyway. It's a very offensive armor set, pretty good in my opinion. It's kind of like the Screaming Antelope armor. It has charge. You spend both your move and your action at the same time instead of one after the other. Full move in a straight line. At the end of the movement, you activate a melee weapon and attack. Add the number of spaces you move to your strength for this attack. So this is one of the easiest ways to circumvent high toughness monsters. So with some Phoenix armor, which is pretty cool looking armor. Alright, so I'll leave this here for now. I'll set that stuff up later. This I'll probably put over here maybe, and we'll probably be ditching the spare rawhide set. So I'm just going to delete that extra card. After that's made, before I bother naming this individual, let's innovate. May as well innovate. I need the shank bones, so we'll use the spiral horn. Man, I'm low on resources. I knew I would be. Got beds. Forbidden dance. That's very, very tempting. Saga and aquarobics. This is useless, as we have determined. I mean, it's not useless if you want legendary lungs. It's kind of nice, actually. preemptively be prepared for the two Kingsman's fights with like two characters that have legendary lungs. No, legendary lungs isn't King Step. Never mind. It's not that great. Legendary lungs, I think every time you get a perfect hit, or it's the butcher's move. Every time you hit, you roll to hit again until all your attacks miss. It's kind of good, kind of dangerous, because you keep going until you miss. You could easily hit the trap card. Although at the same time, you give someone legendary lungs and you don't hit that trap card, and they were devastating. I can imagine like a legendary lung prism mace user could easily cleave an enemy of his health. So it might be an idea. The Saga would have been better a long time ago. Saga, if you really want to keep fighting the Phoenix, Saga is like necessary. So you can at least fight a level 1 Phoenix all the time. Bed is a bed. I think I'm going to get Forbidden Dance because of the chance for permanent evasion. And if I ruin my movement, that's not as big of a deal. This is probably not going to get King Step, but it's a possible way of getting King Step. So we'll get Forbidden Dance. I really just want it for the evasion. Add Forbidden Dance consequences. The Heart Flute. So the Heart Flute is new in 1.5 as well. The Heart Flute. When a survivor uses Synchronized Strike fighting art, their attack assist may spend 1 survival to change any monster reaction to a reaction failure before any wound attempts are made, once per attack. That's actually really good. And then I don't understand why you would ever want to fight a Nemesis monster again on the Lantern Year. At least none of the core 3, right? They don't really give you much resources. There's something I just realized. It just hit my head. It just dawned on me. Kingsman. Person who kills the Kingsman gets the curse. I'm gonna look up the Kingsman's gear real quick. Is it heavy? Because that's a problem. I don't know. Gauntlet. Regal Gauntlet. Yeah, that's it. No, it's just metal. Okay. So that doesn't matter then. All it's gonna do is ruin someone's armor set. Also, the person who kills it is going to lose the piece of armor I take with them. Ooh, I would rather lose rawhide stuff. So I have to make sure whoever's wearing the rawhide gear is the one who does the killing blow on the Kingsman. That's just something I need to keep in mind. Anyway, we have a legendary horn. We have a Phoenix crown. We will actually make the last thing to make on this sacred pool. Let's build the Apostle's crown. So we reviewed these earlier. And we know the Apostle's crown is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So at the start of our act, if we have any +1 strength tokens, we reveal the next 4 monster hit locations and put them back in any order. It's 3 head armor. It is an accessory. So that's in addition to other head armor. This is just vastly superior to Cat Eye Circlet, which I'll probably not even use at the moment. I'll have to figure out who's wearing this and what all is going down. Okay. And then I want to check the cooking recipe real quick. I think we have everything except the Nightmare Tick. Yeah, I need Nightmare Tick. I have a Shankbone. Do I have a Beast Steak? I do. And we have a fresh Acanthus. I just needed a damn tick. And these aren't once in a lifetime either. Which is why I think I want to fight another level 3 Antelope, try and get a tick. Oh man, I could have stacked these. Huh. Hissing cockroach can be used in a recipe. It seems like it would be impossible to bring back to the settlement. You almost always have an insane character. That literally sounds impossible to do. To cook with the one. Alright. With that, I will end the episode here because I need to think. I don't really have resources to spend. Most of the stuff is, well, some of it's on reserve. For the dream, what I could, I need to figure out if I want to use Shrine or not, right? Oh, there's something I didn't do. The obvious stuff that I didn't do. Duh. I don't know why I passed up on this part. Well, I'm sure you guys were yelling at me for this, but got a hunt XP. Those two. Of course, it didn't get. I just thought about it. Do the flippin' ritual. Nope, that didn't stick. Alright, that's stuck. That's stuck. Okay. I forgot about that. I don't know why. There's nothing special for killing a level 3 Antelope. Only a 2+, you get Barber Surgeon. Okay, but yeah, that'll do for me. I will name our stranger. I'll do it off screen. So I don't have a name in mind yet. I will try to find out if he gets these stats. I might just leave him on. I know he's not a newborn survivor. If I didn't delete the cards for death, I would like to see Graves, because Graves, I believe, specifically says all new survivors gain 1 understanding. It doesn't say all newborn. So there's a difference. This camera seems awfully tilted sideways for its reset point, doesn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. With this campaign, with the power of Sun Kids, although I didn't really abuse Overcharge in the Screaming Antelope fight, but we've taken out level 3 of every quarry, every main quarry. That makes me... Oh, I wish I had expansion monsters. I kind of want to fight them. We have 3 more hunts to chill. I don't know what final gift is, but 3 more preparatory hunts, and then the gauntlet. I still think the Butcher's gonna beat me just because he nullifies runes. I think I can cremate the Kingsman. Especially since Song of Shrine gives everybody 10 survival for fighting a nemesis. I have plenty of survival in every nemesis fight to just slaughter them. If I do make it past the Butcher, I think a level 3 Kingsman will also be fine. The only real issue is the hand after. I hope I make it. I want to fight a damn Sunstalker. I've never faced the thing before. It'll be a completely blind fight. And I want to get there. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to set up a party. We might fight a level 3 Antelope. We might just fight level 2 monsters for the end of this. I'll figure it out. See you later.